wish me a happy birthday in the comment section. Like, continue typing, type. If it is wrong, say it. It is okay to say no. Oh, learn to take breaks from work, learn to take breaks from people, learn to take breaks from the things that stress you, learn to take breaks from hustling, learn to rest. If sleeping at this particular hour is going to make me happy, I don't care what is happening outside, I'm going to lie on my bed and sleep. Oh, you need to see the way I prepare people. I cannot say it enough.
Let's go.
Hi, Ezinne's gang. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ezinne-Speaks. You know how we do it. So how are you guys doing? It's been a while. I'm not sure that since I came back from Lagos that I have carried my camera to sit down and film a video for you people, but I am here, and today is coming with a bang because today is my birthday. So to mark my birthday this year, I decided that since this will be my last year in the 20s, yes, I'm winding off the 20s, honestly, let me share with you people 20 things I learned in my 20s. This is hands-on going to be my own personal experience. It took me a couple of days to be able to script out this thing. So I had to think far and wide to come up with this. So I'm not just speaking from anywhere, but yeah, enjoy the video. I don't want the intro to be too long. So enjoy the video. And before you continue, wish me a happy birthday in the comment section. Like, continue typing, type in the comment section for me. Yeah, thank you. I convert all your prayers and all your best wishes. So the first thing I learned in my 20s is that friendships don't last forever. Yeah, friendships, I don't know how else to say it, but friendships don't last forever. You're definitely going to have friendships or friendship fallouts at a certain time in your life, but friendships don't last forever, especially friends that you've made in your 20s or in your teenage years. They don't last forever. So let that settle in your mind so that you don't come with this struggle or this fight to want to make friendships work. They don't last forever, and they cannot last forever. So the ones that are meant to last forever will definitely do, but the ones that are not meant to last forever, you're going to have fallouts, and that is absolutely normal. So the second thing I learned in my 20s is you learn the most when you spend time alone. And I would also want to attach to that point that you grow the most when you spend time alone. I would want to say that one of the significant changes I experienced as a growing adult, let me put it that way. One of the significant changes I experienced as a growing adult happened to me when I started appreciating spending time alone. I was that person that wanted to be in the company of people. I wanted to have friends around. I wanted to have people I was talking to. So day in, day out, I kept making calls, long calls. If I am not working, I am definitely talking with a friend or two. But then when I reduced the number of persons I was talking to, when I reduced the number of persons I was spending time with, I realized that I channeled that energy to things that were more productive for me. So you grow the most, and you advance the most, or you learn the most when you spend your time alone. Number three, this one, if it is wrong, say it. See, I think the society has become such a lame place where people don't question things anymore. We don't even want to find out who is doing things the wrong way and all of that. See, if you find out that the things that people are doing is wrong, be the voice of reasoning and say it. Don't shy away from it, because we have shied away from a lot of things. Let me just cut it short. If it is wrong, say it. Don't sit down. Ask my bosses that I've had to work with, ask my colleagues, ask my mentors, ask anybody that I've practically spent time with. I am always that voice of reasoning. No matter who, I'm going to tell you that what you're doing is wrong, or your opinions and all of that is wrong. So if it is wrong, say it. That is something I learned in my 20s, and I did that so much in my 20s. Number four, there is no such thing as permanent emotions. Whew. So you can't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. Your emotions are not permanent. So you're happy today, you're sad tomorrow. You're sad today, you're happy tomorrow. So your emotions are not permanent. So you cannot make lifelong decisions based on how you're feeling per time. Give it time, think about it. I am sure, put emotions aside, I am sure you're definitely going to arrive at something important. Number five, you eventually become your thoughts. Ah, I don't even know how to say this one. You see, the things you think about the most are going to eventually become your reality. It's not, this is not even about, we're not joking. I'm not joking about it. I realized that getting older or advancing in age taught me that where I am today, where or was or is as a product of the thoughts and the things I envisaged at a younger age. Your thoughts create your reality for you. So if you want to experience a certain thing at a certain stage, be the person to talk about it. It is okay to say no. Oh, I learned this one the hard way. I was that teenage girl who didn't say no to a lot of people. Not a lot of people. I was that teenage girl who didn't know how to say no. So people took, people ate into my time. I wanted to be everybody's favorite. I was, doing going out of my way to do things to please people and all that. But then much later in as the years went by, I learned to say no. Oh, I learned to say no. Isn't it, please, can you come to my house and help me out? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm busy. And this was learnt by force because I now had a job that demanded every part of me. I had a job that needed my time. So I now said, so by the time I told one or two or three persons no and nobody went bizarre, I was like, ah. So really, people are not going to be crazy when you tell them no. So it is okay to say no. It is okay to say no. Can I get this from you? No. Can you give this? No, I can't. It is okay to say no. It doesn't make you a bad person. You get, it makes you live a better life. It makes you to live a life that is free from expectations. Let me just put it that way. So the next one is learn to always take a break. I wish people in their 20s that are hustling and trying to make it big in life would hear me. Learn to take a break. See, we have different jobs at the moment, and there is a crop of bosses that exist demanding your intestine. I won't even say this enough. They are demanding your intestine. So learning to work for people and also at intervals consistently take breaks, it's important. It is as important as your mental health. So for your general well-being, for your mental well-being, learn to take breaks from work, learn to take breaks from people, learn to take breaks from the things that stress you, learn to take breaks from hustling, learn to rest. And even as a lady, learn to chill, take a break, relax and be taken care of. We get that you want to be a superwoman, but relax and be taken care of. Okay, okay, okay. I'm feeling myself. So the next one is spend time with people who truly matter. You see this one? I really didn't know who truly mattered in my life till some years ago. And I realized that the most important people in your life is your family. I will say it unapologetically. The most important people in your life is family. Immediate family could be your parents if your parents are still alive, your parents, your siblings. Spend time with them. Don't spend time with outsiders. Don't spend time with friends. Don't spend time with family. You get, they are going to appreciate it more. They are going to value your time the most. Spend time with your family members. You're not going to have them forever. Spend time with them. Quality time. Play with them. Gist with them. You know, give them what you can afford. Give them your time, give them your attention, give them your resources, give them your intellect, give them, spend time with these people. They truly matter. It is important to create healthy boundaries. Yes, it's not everybody that is permitted to cross a certain aspect of your life. Learn to create healthy boundaries. No, you can't do this. You can't because I said so. You can't come here because I said so. You can't eat of this because I said so. You can't have this because I said so. Create boundaries. And you know what? The people that value you, the people that value what you do are going to fall in line. So don't bend over and beyond just because you want to please anybody. Create boundaries. Let everybody who comes fall in line. That is it. The next one. That's the 10th one now. There are days when starting all over could be your only option. Ah, there are days when starting all over really could be your only option. You see this thing they call failure, especially as a young person. It will hit you left, right, and center. You're going to fail at so many things. Oh, you're going to fail at so many things. You're going to fail at you're trying to make money. You're going to fail at your job. You're going to fail at your business. You're going to fail in relationship. You're going to fail in friendships. Failure will hit you bass boss. I don't know how to say it. But you know what happens? Falling and rising is a game of old. Like the moment anyone hits you, get up, shake off the dust from your body and start all over again. That you failed at a particular career does not mean you cannot try all over again with another career. That you failed at making money a certain way does not mean you cannot try it another way. So there are times when starting all over, by starting all over, you have to unlearn, you have to relearn, and you have to reapply what you have learned. So starting all over is going to, you're going to get to a point. I learned this because I got to a point where it felt like I was stuck. It felt like I was stuck, alone, stranded. But then I told myself, you see, baby girl, you're going to stand up and you're going to start again. And this time around, you're going to give it all you've got. And you know what? I did it. I stood up, I went at it again, this time around, harder than the first time. So starting all over is going to be your best option at a particular time. So that is it. I learned to be patient. You see, the good things you want may not come to you immediately. So I learned to be patient. I learned to be patient. I learned to be patient. Long suffering. That's what the Bible calls it. I learned to be patient. Learned to be patient. I learned to be patient to have all the things I have now. I learned to be, I am even still patient. I learned to be patient. I learned to take a while and expect the things I needed. I learned to take my time. So I learned to be patient. I can't overemphasize the word patience, but just know that I learned to be patient in my 20s. I learned never to negotiate what makes me happy. Ah, if sleeping at this particular hour is going to make me happy, I don't care what is happening outside, I'm going to lie on my bed and sleep. If jumping up is what is going to make me happy, I don't care what is happening with any other person. I am going to jump up and be happy. Never negotiate your. See, people would have reasons why they will not be happy. Let me just say it as it is. People would have a million and one reasons not to be happy. So you cannot negotiate your own happiness for another person's comfort. So you're going to learn that your happiness is not up for negotiation. Whatever makes you happy, go at it and go harder at it. Like, do what makes you happy. You do you. Just do you. If coming to church and dancing like a mad woman is going to make you happy at the end of the day, come to church, dance like a madman or mad woman, and go your way. You get. The next thing I learned in my 20s is dream big and work bloody hard to actualize your dreams. You see this one? No need stressing it. Whatever you want to achieve, dream big, and do you know what? Work bloody hard, sweat blood, sweat everything sweatable. Go at it morning, afternoon, night until you achieve your dreams. Work hard and achieve them. Your dreams are achievable. This was what I told myself, and I kept telling myself, you see, all I want is valid, it is achievable, and I can do it. I can go at it. So I didn't even have times to doubt. Every dream I had, I went at it extra hard. In my 20s, I learned to love myself and accept myself. You get, this would sound funny because probably maybe I'm a plus size lady, and then you people are going to roll your eyes and say, oh, let me tell you, there are a lot of minor size ladies, slim ladies that don't love themselves. You get, I love myself. I learned to love myself. I learned to accept myself. I learned to accept things about me. There were a couple of times I came on this channel and shared some insecurities I had about my skin at a certain time in my life. You know, that was when I was a teenage girl. I think I shared that story some years back. I don't know. Just look for the video. If I find it, I'm going to add it to the cards. But then that is just me saying that you could have certain things about you that you may not necessarily appreciate or you wish they could go away. Sis, let me tell you, it ain't going nowhere. There are certain things about you that may not go anywhere. Your nose could be as fat as mine. Your eye could be as bulgy as some person's eyes. Mine isn't that bulgy. You may not be the tallest. You may have loved to have a taller height. You maybe probably you're short. You don't love yourself for your height. See, let me tell you, there was a particular reason that God created you that way. So you're going to have to love it and accept it and carry yourself with so much grace. Oh, you need to see the way I pepper people. I cannot say it enough. You need to see the way I pepper people. Carry yourself with grace. Nobody is going to wear your skin better than you do. Carry yourself. Love yourself. Love how you talk. Love how you walk. And if there are things you think you should work on, by working on, I mean, if you need to live healthier life, for instance, probably you need to, work on your diet and all of that. Do it. Long story short, love yourself. Nobody's going to do you better than you. You get, people are just going, see, let me tell you, if you're fat, people will talk. If you're slim, people will still talk. If your nose is pointed nose, like it's straight like one, people will definitely talk. So love yourself irrespective of anything and accept how you are. There are certain things about you that you may not be able to change. Accept it. Accept it with pride. Take it in because it's not going anywhere. So let me not dwell on that because that is a whole video on its own. But that is one of the things I learned in my 20s. This one is big. What works for others may not work for you. Yeah, learn it and find your unique path. Learn it and find what your unique path. What works for A may not work for you. That A jumped up and got this result does not mean that if you jump up you will get the result. And I learned that even as a student. You get, I realized that I am not a late night person. I'm not that student that wants to burn the midnight candle. It's not me. So when did I burn my own candle? I burnt my own candle earlier in the morning. So I know I have always been an early riser. So I wake up from sleep quite early. And so as a student then in school, I would always get up early enough. And if I'm awake by 4, I read from 4 to 7 a.m. That's about 3 hours. You see that 3 hours of mashup reading. The amount of work I get to cover and then assimilate it. My brain is usually fresher and faster. I'm not a late night person. If not, I would have been filming videos at night. Oh, honestly, I would have been filming videos at night. This one I'm filming now. See, my eyes are red. I want to sleep, and this is, I told you, it's about 1 hour 40 minutes to my birthday. So what works for A will not work for you. So I also realized that I am a last minute person. You get, so once it's deadline, like when I am standing on the deadline like this, I get the energy to pump work like back to back to back. But when there's no deadline in view, I tend to be chilled. Usually when I pump work on deadlines, I achieve the result I need. But some other persons may want to pump work on the deadline because it is working for Ezinne and it wouldn't work for the person. That is just all I am trying to say. What works for A may not necessarily work for you. So stay on your path, craft out or carve out your unique path and stick to it. That is just it. Don't be afraid to try new things. Oh, this one, I wish I could even stretch it. Don't be afraid to try new things. If you're not happy with the job you are doing, resign that job and go and take another job. If you have gone to school and you studied medicine and all of a sudden in your line of practicing medicine, you have practiced for a year or two and you feel like I beg, I can't do this, resign with your full chest. Go and try law. Resign, go and try tailoring. Resign, go and try hair making. Resign, go and try shoe making. Go and try as many things as possible. It is going to pay you. I'm not joking. Oh, it is going to pay you. It is going to make you happy. There are a lot of persons that started off on a particular career path, and along the line, they realize that I don't want to do this thing on the long run. Yes, I am saying it with my full chest. Resign. Do you know how many things I have tried out? Do you know how many businesses I have tried out? Both the ones that worked and the ones that did not work. I learned to try new things. I can just wake up one morning and say, see, today I want to sell shoe. Nobody should tell me anything. I want to start selling shoe. And best believe, once the funds are available, I go and buy shoe and start selling. I wake up tomorrow and say, I don't want to sell shoe again. In fact, I will even start wearing those ones I bought that I did not finish selling. Wake up another day and say, I want to start selling hanky. And I start selling handkerchief. So what I'm saying in essence is, don't be afraid to try something new. Between you and your success is fear. So once you cross that line of fear, you are bouncing into life-threatening success, and you don't want to be the person to hinder yourself from the success and the what is the word I'm looking for. You're not the person that wants to hinder yourself from the success and the gratification you would enjoy by doing just what you love. I don't know if you understand. I learned to read everything and anything, except it is not written. Once it is written, forget it. I want to read it. I may not have time to read as much as I would love to, but I invest so much time into reading. So as long as it is written, I'll read it. So I love to read about anything. It was when I was much younger, lower than 20, that I was selective of the things I read and all of that. But getting older, I'm like, you have to know something about everything. You don't have to know everything about something, but you should know something about everything. So I started reading voraciously. I started reading far and wide. I started reading about a lot of things. I started reading up about people, about cultures, about traditions. I just started reading. And then, of course, it has not hurt anybody. I learned when it was time to quit. Learn it oh. When it's time to quit that job, put in your resignation and be going home. When it's time to quit that relationship, stand up and be going. It may not be easy. When it's time to quit a conversation, stand up and go to your room and lie down. When it's time to quit, learn. I learned it so much that it was like, okay, I'm done here. Even with just normal friends. Oh, I think I am done here. And you take your leave and go home and go and sleep. Sleep. I learned when it was time to quit. I learned it. I learned when it was time to quit. So you should learn when it is time to quit. 19, I learned that working and making money is so important. Let me leave this the part B first and explain this part. As a lady that is in my 20s, I learned that working is so important. Get a job, work, make money. Money is so important. Very important. Oh. Money is important. Make money. Spend your money on the things that make you happy. Invest your money on the things you should invest your money on. So I learned as a young lady, to work and make money. At the same time, now this is the part B. At the same time, learn that working and making money is only one aspect of your life. So you must take care of the other aspect of your life that makes you you. So working is there, good. Making money is there, great. But it is just one fraction of your entire life. And you do not want to let that one fraction overshadow the whole of your life. I'm not sure you would want to. So there is a lot of other things that makes you. There is love, there is religion, there is there is academics, there is your health, there are a million and one things that makes you you. So working and making money is just one, but cannot overshadow all of it. And finally, this one, I learned that God is the most important part of every human life. There is no us if there is no God, and that is as simple as it can be. See, God is the most important part of our life. God is the intricate, God is our lifeline. There's that song that I found that God is our lifeline. He is so important. In fact, you can't even relegate him to the background. God is God, and He is the most important part of our life. And with this, we have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for the people that are wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you so much for the people that have formed a part of my journey here on YouTube. Thank you so much for your likes. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for everything you are doing for me on this channel. So, with this, I would love to call it a night here and go and sleep and prepare for my birthday in a couple of hours, in a couple of minutes at this point. So, yeah, until next time, keep living, keep enjoying, keep flourishing. I love you, people. I love